Hello and a very warm welcome to all of you all. Hi, this is Sunita Badekar. I am your trainer for business communication. Just a brief introduction about myself. By profession, I'm a corporate trainer and I have more than 17 years of rich techno-commercial experience across various sectors in the industry. Well friends, let's start on this journey, interesting journey of studying business communication. Let us start it by introduction to communication. Today, communication skills have emerged as the most powerful set of skills in accelerating one's career and also in accomplishment in every walk of life. Now, why these skills are so important? What makes the skill so important? See friends, today the world is not global, but it is local. Globalization has become local. So communication has increased very fast, and it is not only this communication, but along with this, interpersonal skills and intrapersonal skills are in great demand. To prepare yourself for a rewarding career, it is very important that you acquire this set of communication skills, you possess them, and you exhibit them from time to time. Now, these communication skills act as ladders for your success and growth. Now, let's try to understand what is business communication. As the definition over here reads, that's sharing of information between people within an enterprise that is performed for commercial benefit is defined as business communication. In addition to this, business communication could also refer to how a company shares information to promote its organization, brand, or product. In addition, business communication could also refer to as how the company shares the information publicly to promote its brand, company, or the organization. Now, let's quickly go through objectives of business communication. Let's have a look at this slide. Appreciate the vast scope of communication in modern world. Distinguish and understand the process of communication and exercise of power. Understand the one-way flow of communication and that it is the part of overall process of communication. Identify different types of communications. Grasp the importance of communication skills in life of an individual and enterprise, and recount the dividends that occur from acquiring effective communication skills. Understand the sources that lead to multiple interpretations of oral and written communication. Friends, as we move ahead, you will find this topic is extremely very interesting. There are so many things that we'll be covering in depth and detail, like verbal communication, non-verbal communication, the different types of body languages. Well, these are covered further in different modules. Let's move ahead and understand the importance of business communication. The importance of business communication. Communication promotes or motivates the employees by informing and clarifying them as to how a particular task is to be done or performed, and also how the performance is to be improved to the mark. Communication is the source of information, hence it helps the management to take right decisions and also to pass on information and helps in identifying and assessing alternative courses of action that are to be taken. The next one is communication plays a very important and vital role in individuals' attitude, in altering individuals' attitude. A well-informed individual will definitely have better attitude than a non-informed individual. That's the reason why companies take so many training programs. They have allotted budget worth crores of rupees to the training and development department to train the employees so that the attitudes of people could be changed. And adding to this, you have organizational magazines, journals, meetings, follow-ups, and various forms of interaction and communication so as to alter the attitude of an individual. Communication also helps in socializing. In today's life, only the presence of another person will foster communication. If you just stand and just start talking to yourself alone, people will think that you're gone crazy. So it's like communication only happens when there is somebody to talk. So that's the reason why it helps in socializing. Though we choose with whom to speak and with whom not to speak, but still communication fosters this socialization. It helps in controlling other members' behavior, because in an organization you have an hierarchy system, you have different departments and you have respective department heads and authorities. So your communication is, your behavior is monitored, and that's how communication flows in the form of orders, memos, and company policies from the higher authorities to the lower hierarchy levels. Next is that they must comply through organizational policies. So business communication puts forward this message very clearly that everybody working in the organization must comply to organizational policies, performing their job roles efficiently, and communicate any work problem to the respective departmental heads or to the management, and thus this communication indirectly helps in controlling the function of management. Moving ahead, let's study the forms of communication. People communicate with each other in different contexts in a number of ways. It depends on the message and in what context that message is being sent. It also depends on communication channel and also on your style of communication. Now let us basically understand what are the different forms of communication. I'm sure all of you all will know what are the different forms of communication. Yes, even if you ask a small child, he'll say this: verbal communication and non-verbal communication. Verbal communication is further classified into oral and written, and non-verbal is further classified into appearance, body language, and sound. In fact, it is a much more detailed subject, and you can do a PhD and a doctorate on this non-verbal communication. So this is there to be studied in further modules as kinetics, haptics, chronomics, and proxemics.